So the Cleveland Browns lost to the San Francisco 49ers on Sunday, 26-8. Another rough loss in what's been a brutal season for Cleveland. They're sitting at 3-9 right now, and the season's basically over. But what's got everyone talking isn't the game itself, it's what happened after the game on social media. Dillon Gabriel's fiancée, Zoe Caswell, posted a TikTok video. It was one of those get ready with me videos where she's showing her game day outfit. Pretty standard stuff that she does regularly. But the caption is what set everything off. She wrote, "Browns lost, what's new?" with a laughing emoji. Now, here's the context that makes this caption blow up. Dillon Gabriel is the Browns' rookie quarterback who was drafted in the 3rd round out of Oregon this year. He started 6 games earlier this season and went 1-5 as a starter before entering concussion protocol back in Week 11 against Baltimore. Since then, Shedeur Sanders has taken over as the starting quarterback. Sanders is a 5th-round pick, Deion's son, and he just played his 2nd career start in this game against the 49ers. So when Zoe posts, "Browns lost, what's new?" right after Sanders starts and loses, people immediately took it as a shot, like she's saying the Browns keep losing with Sanders a quarterback. Browns fans were not happy about this at all. The comments came flooding in. One person wrote, "I don't remember these captions when your man was QB1. Another said, "Love you and your content, but very disappointed in this caption. Need to support this team whether he is in or not." The criticism was coming in hard and fast. Zoe tried to clarify things pretty quickly. She commented on her own video saying, "For everyone complaining about the caption, I obviously am cheering for the Browns. It's clearly a joke. If we don't laugh, we cry." So she's saying, look, the Browns have been losing all season. This isn't specifically about Sanders. It's just about the team being bad in general. But then things got even more interesting. According to multiple reports, Zoe got into it with a commenter who was defending Sanders. She reportedly wrote back saying, "Actually, everyone in the building wants him to play. But you wouldn't know that because you've never been in the NFL or been a coach, right?" That comment has since been deleted, but not before people screenshotted it and it went viral. So now she's not just posting a sarcastic caption about the loss, she's claiming that people inside the Browns building want Dillon Gabriel playing instead of Shedeur Sanders. That's a pretty wild thing to say publicly.
Okay, so even though Dillon Gabriel was on the bench yesterday, he still made headlines after his fiancée seemingly made a video dissing Shedeur Sanders. She basically said she expected them to lose. But when fans gave her pushback, she doubled down and said that the Browns locker room would much rather have Dillon Gabriel starting at quarterback and not Shedeur Sanders.
Can the NFL and professional sports in general put a ban on players' family members being able to tweet whatever they want about the team or the coaching staff, the other teammates of the player, whoever it may be? Because here we go. Dillon Gabriel's fiance says everyone in the building wants Dillon to play. Nobody wants Shedeur playing. Everybody in the building wants Dillon Gabriel as a starting quarterback of the Cleveland Browns. I can almost assure you that's just not the truth because, first of all, he's horrendous. This just reminds me of a lot of when we went through this with OBJ's dad because of Baker, and he put out the video saying, "Oh, my son's open, give him the ball." Or do you guys remember when Dak Prescott's brother called out the Cowboys saying he doesn't like the Cowboys and they need to pay him the money he gets? It's literally a cancer. It's a cancer to the sport, letting these people's family members just get in the way. Like, they need to put in the contracts or something, like, if you are related, if you are a friend with this dude, you cannot tweet stuff like this. Because I can promise you, no teammate of Dillon Gabriel wants to deal with this. Especially you're a fiance, you're a wife. What do you affect on the field?
We was right. Dillon Gabriel's fiance just snitched and admitted that Stefanski really wants him as quarterback and not Shedeur. You see, his fiance basically made a video clowning the Browns for losing, and people thought that was a shot at Shedeur. Well, when people in the comments said she ain't had that energy when Dillon can't throw past 12 yards, Gabriel was on the field, she went and said, "Oh, the building actually wants Gabriel as quarterback." And we wouldn't know that because we're not the coach. Oh, them play calls making sense now. So Dillon was throwing shots in interviews. Stefanski and Dillon, come out about your relationship already, gang. And Shawty, you talking like Gabriel good. Mr. throwing 52 times for 200 yards. Mr. Let me throw the ball to the spirits. Mr. The Pixies are talking to me, telling me don't throw over 12 yards. Man lost hella games. But Stefanski pillow talking and Gabriel there telling him, man, we really want you, bro. But you know, you lost so many games, so we just gonna let Shedeur fall down too, so we can show that you the better person. Like, come on, bro. This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, bro. What, the sabotage is real. We know now. Thank you.
Even if it's not true, she could have just been going out on a whim on her own and saying how she feels. Dillon might not have said anything, but they're still going to attach it. I've seen situations get messy because something got said in the locker room. Somebody went back and told their wife or girlfriend.
And it got all over the place, huh?
All over the place.
Damn.
And you know where it came from because we talked about it in the locker room.
Locker room, yeah.
And ain't none of them wives, girlfriends, significant others, fiancés, or whatever they want to be within the locker room to hear it. So one of you mofos said it.
She responded by saying everyone in the building actually wants Dillon Gabriel to play. But you wouldn't know that because you never played in the NFL or are a coach, right?
Why is she saying he ain't play like she played?
That is a great point.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
crazy.
You've never played in the NFL. You've never been a coach.
Because now you giving ammo for people to come hate on you and hate on Dillon Gabriel.
Yep.
And Dillon Gabriel been quiet last 2 weeks. And the reason y'all collectively look goofy is because clearly everybody in the building does not want Dillon Gabriel to play. Or he'd be playing. At minimum, the owner don't want him to play. And the general manager don't want him to play. Maybe the head coach want him to play, but he ain't got enough power for him to play.
Okay, so I was just over on Threads, and Dillon Gabriel's fiance is over there being drugged, and rightfully so. I don't understand why she didn't learn from Jerry Jeudy, right? For the past 24 hours, Jerry Jeudy has been being dragged for the way he conducted himself on the sideline with Shedeur. I don't understand why she didn't read the room and realize that, like, she could get drugged too. But anyway, she's over there like everybody in the building wants to see Dillon play. And my thing is, girl, who is everybody? And run us that list with everybody's name. We saw an energy shift the moment that Shedeur started against, who did they play last week? The Raiders. We saw an energy shift from the players. Miles was happy on the sideline when he threw that 52-yard pass to Isaiah Bond, and one of the linemen picked Shedeur up after the touchdown from Dylan Sampson on a screenplay, right? Your boyfriend / fiance, whatever he is fighting for a spot. The last thing you want to do is to get on social media and to shade somebody else because he was not capable and he didn't do a good enough job to keep his spot, right? Dillon he's not it, sweetie pie.
My fiance Dillon's not playing. I have thoughts about that, but I'm not going to share it. So let's get ready.
No. Please share. What are these thoughts you're having? See, listen, for the people that don't really understand what's going on, this is the fiance of Dillon Gabriel, right? He's now he's a quarterback for the Cleveland Browns, right? Everybody knows there's a lot of drama between Shedeur Sanders and him because they're both trying to get the #1 spot. And right now, Shedeur Sanders is the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. So his girlfriend is, she's throwing a couple shots at Dillon. Now, this is how it's crazy. Because Dillon, he wouldn't get so much hate if it wasn't for these slick remarks that both y'all make. And she's under her TikTok comments, like replying to comments. Like she was better off being quiet. But yeah, so this was, people already hated Dillon because Dillon said like some slick stuff in his conferences too a while back. He goes, hey, if you wait for the perfect timing, you'll never be ready. And he knows, Shedeur's famous line is perfect timing. So you see, all these slick little things. That's why we stay on his butt. Cause you just making it worse. His PR team is going crazy right now.
All right, enough is enough. Yo, I'm from Cleveland, y'all know that, and I'm in the middle of this Shedeur and Dillon Gabriel, aka Dollar General quarterback controversy shit. But y'all, this shit done got so crazy. I think Dillon Gabriel's fucking girlfriend has chimed in and said something wild, and I don't Like it. Let me explain. So apparently online there was some post that someone put something about that little comment that you said was racist. Little Dillon got a little headache and was afraid to play. Nobody in that locker room respects that little dude. Talking about Dillon Gabriel. Then Dillon Gabriel's woman, allegedly, chimes in and says, actually, everyone in the building wants him to play. But you wouldn't know that because you never played in the NFL or been a coach. I'm guessing she meant coach, but whatever. So who is everyone? Everyone who wants Dillon in and not Shedeur. Is it Coach Stefanski? Because his ass about to be fired anyway. He needs to be out of there. We have 4th and inches back on our home damn end zone. Stefanski goes for it. And not even the worst part. He tries to snap it to a fucking tight end. He fumbles it. And we just blew the whole fucking game, man. What if I told you?
I know they lying. Oh, your egghead ass got Joe. I know what it was. It was that shoulder tap. When she saw that teardrop, I know a teardrop. Get your bum ass off the field, nigga. And I know she thinks she was spilling tea. Bitch, we know that bum ass coach don't like him. That's why we don't fuck with that nigga anyway. And I knew this was a diss. Your little weak ass be pillow talking. Buns. Look how you looking at this nigga. Look at him. He infatuated with this short ass nigga. I was like, no, they fucking. You don't need to look at this nigga. Look at him. You don't even want to look at this nigga. That whole organization fucking ass. Like, I don't even want to say too much, but look at this nigga. This is how you announced him starting. Nasty. Oh, and Jerry Judy. We seen that weird ass shit you did in front of the white people, nigga. We're locked in.
So Dillon Gabriel's girl, wife, whatever she is over here popping shit like she's been doing ever since Shedeur got in the game, right? So she gonna post, I guess, some video of her getting dressed. I guess she does that every week, but she put some little caption, Browns lose, what's new? Like, bro, what are you doing? Anyway, then in the comment section, I guess somebody is making a comment of like something racist, whatever, and then she goes on underneath that comment and says, pretty much saying like, oh, the locker room wants Dillon Gabriel to play and they don't want Shedeur to play, and that we don't know what we're talking about because we never been in the NFL. Like, first of all, bitch, you're not in the NFL. You're not in the locker room. You don't talk to the players. You're just Dillon Gabriel's girl. For now, because who knows if y'all really gonna stay together or anything, because NFL, right? But she be out here popping shit, and this is what I be talking about, is that they feel way too comfortable, and it's because of Kevin Stefanski. It's just obvious.
Now, is what Zoe posted out of line? That depends on who you ask. On one hand, she's been with Gabriel since they were in middle school in Hawaii. They got engaged in September 2024, right before he got drafted. She's been his biggest supporter through his entire football career, from high school through college at UCF, Oklahoma, and Oregon. She's emotional about his success and frustrated when he's not playing. That's pretty understandable. On the other hand, she's not part of an NFL organization. The Browns are her fiancé's employer. When you post something like, Browns lost, what's new, right after they lose with someone else starting a quarterback, it's going to be seen as throwing shade. Whether she meant it that way or not, that's how it reads. All right, so and then the to get in the Cleveland Browns comments and just say got smoked everyone in by the San building Francisco wants Gabriel to 49ers, play, 28 that's adding fuel to the fire. The thing is, this isn't just some random person posting opinions. Zoe has over 25,000 followers on TikTok. She's a social media influencer. When she posts something, it gets traction. TMZ picked up this story. Sports sites are writing about it. It's become a whole thing that the Browns organization now has to deal with. The Browns are in such a weird spot with quarterbacks. They still have Deshaun Watson on the roster with that massive, fully guaranteed contract, but he's been hurt and they clearly don't see him as the answer. They drafted 2 quarterbacks this year, but neither has shown they're ready to be a franchise guy. Gabriel has more draft pedigree as a 3rd rounder, but hasn't won games. Sanders was a 5th rounder who's won 1 game, but struggled in his 2nd start. And now you've got this social media drama on top of everything. It's just another layer of dysfunction for a franchise that can't seem to get out of its own way. The Browns have had 42 different starting quarterbacks since 1999. Sanders became number 42 when he made his first start. That stat alone tells
is how
you
cold it's
everything you need to
I'm a
know
Hawaii
about how
girl.
poorly
I grew
this
up there. I'm
organization
born there.
has handled the position. Zoe Caswell isn't the first and won't be the last NFL girlfriend or fiancé or wife to post something on social media that creates headlines. It happens all the time. The difference is when you're on a struggling team and there's a legitimate quarterback controversy, everything gets magnified. If the Browns were 9-3 and Gabriel was comfortably the starter, nobody would care if she posted a joke about them losing. But in this situation, with everything that's going on, it's going to be seen as shade. The reality is both Gabriel and Sanders are developmental quarterbacks. They're mid to late round picks who need time to grow. Neither one is ready to be a franchise quarterback right now. The Browns knew that when they drafted him. This season was always going to be about evaluation and development, while they figure out if either of these guys can be the long-term answer, or if they need to draft someone higher next year. But with Zoe's comments out there, everything gets more complicated. There's more scrutiny, more questions, more drama, and the Browns have enough of that already without adding fuel to the fire on social media. So yeah, Browns lost, what's new, might have seemed like a harmless joke to Zoe Caswell, but in the context of where the Browns are right now with their quarterback situation, it became a whole thing. Whether she meant it as shade or not, that's how it was received. And the comment about everyone in the building wanting Gabriel to play, that's going to follow this team for the rest of the season. Welcome to the NFL, where everything you post online becomes a story. So the and Cleveland Browns just got controversies never smoked by the stay quiet San for long, 49ers, 28 especially in Cleveland, where the search for a franchise quarterback has been going on for over 2 decades and shows no signs of ending.